video I'll be doing the semester review for this semester. So basically I might overlap some of the things into the entire like academic year, but for the most part this video will be focusing on this academic year that just went by. So just stay with me, go ahead and like, comment, share and subscribe. Okay, so basically I'm just going to get started. Let's talk about courses first. So this is literally the first semester since I've been going to UE that I have done 5 courses in one semester, because honestly usually me I do more than 5 courses usually, right? But for this semester I couldn't really find any other course to pick up like a complement or that necessary in this semester. So basically me just do the dead 5 that were mandatory for me to do. So that's what I did, and it feel weird, like it's also the first semester that I'm not doing any psychology courses, the very first semester since me got UE. Like, because usually what happens is from me start UE until now I always do at least even one psychology course along with my biology courses there. But this is the first semester where it's just straight biology courses, no psychology whatsoever. So basically my courses this semester really focused on botany, which is basically plant biology. It focused a bit on zoology and then molecular biology. So that's basically the 3 categories that my courses revolved around this semester. So zoology, botany, which is plant biology, and then molecular biology. And honestly it did challenging, even though it was 5 courses, it did kind of challenging, and let me tell you why. So let me talk about this first. My least favorite course this semester was, let me pick, I would say it's between botany and one of the zoology courses. Them it's literally between those 2 that during the course they just want it to be over. Actually, I feel like I'm going to pick botany. I feel like I'm going to pick the plant biology course. And it's not like somebody against it or I don't like plants, but that course did stress me out. It did stress me out because sometimes I feel like walking into the botany lab sometimes, I just don't know what I do. I just walk in and, or I don't know, maybe it was just my mindset at the time when I did the course that kind of throw me off, but I feel like I never really enjoy that course at all, really. And then the zoology is a close second, very close second to that, right? I never really enjoy zoology. As a matter of fact, one of them maybe just completely just in the course, and me just, when you're not really interested, or when I feel like, let me explain, I feel like some of the things that we were learning were just too technical in a sense, little bit. They were just a little bit too technical. Like going through the course is like a lot of brain strength and a lot of brain power. And sometimes when the lecturer teach me, I understand nothing, and I learn nothing. And if me tell you so the course done and me know a lot, that's a big lie. That's a big lie. That's a very big lie. So in terms of content, where me learn the least, me go choose zoology. And me not tell you which zoology course, but a zoology course. And then the course that me did kind of dislike when I do it was the plant biology course. Although the exam never did bad, me not tell you, the exam was not bad. Me did actually enjoy principles of molecular biology. Me did actually like that course. That course is really nice. And ecology, them nearly kill me. Them kind of nearly kill me off in ecology. Me almost forget about ecology. Like how me forget about ecology. But them almost kill me off in ecology, but we make it through in ecology, so but actually cannot complain about ecology. The final exam was not bad either. The the molecular biology course was not bad either. So it's really just between the zoology and the botany that it really kind of messed me up a bit. But I would just say that. Right, so that's basically for the courses. I hope I pass everything, right? Me literally praise to listen. And the reason why I'm saying I praise my pass everything is because the way all my faculty works is you have to, so basically my department work by 50% coursework and then 50% final exam. The coursework is obviously made up of like a 10% like multiple choice or something like that. Then you usually have like a 20% lab quiz, which face to face in the lab, and I review the specimen and different stuff like that. And then you have where you get the other 10% from. That's our 30. Where you go? 20, 10, 10% from the actual labs that you do. And then sometimes they might give you like marks for the tutorial attendance, or yeah, basically tutorial attendance or whatever like, basically. So that's basically kind of how it's set up in a sense, right? Sometimes they do that. So that's a 20, 10, 10, and then sometimes the tutorial thing. But basically, that's how they usually kind of divide it up. Not every course do it, because some course put 15 and then 5, and every course do it differently, right? But for me now, as it relates to why I say I want to pass everything, is because with my faculty, you have to get 50% on the coursework and then 50% on the actual exam separately. So if, for example, you have a coursework grade of 40, you get 40 out of the 50 going into the exam, and you're going to the exam and you get, let's just say, you get 20 out of the 50 on the final exam. That is a fail. According to my department, according to the faculty, that is still a fail. So that's 40 plus 20 equals 60. And then I'm going to tell you you fail, even though the school's pass mark is 50. Them say you fail. Them need to get 25 pound out of 50 at least on the final exam, according to them, and 25 at least, because somebody, you get your 40 coursework and you get your 20 in a final exam, and that's 60, right? And then, but guess what? The school is going to tell you that you fail. And then when you take a start now, somebody who go into the exam with 25 out of 50 on their coursework, going to the exam and get the dead 25 out of 50 on the final exam, and their total grade is 50, and them pass the course, and then you don't pass the course. So make it make sense. You have 60 and them have 50, and them pass the course. So that's one of the trickier things with my faculty, which we don't like. We don't like it. No other faculty don't do this, but they do this. But we need not get into that. But we don't want to talk about that. But we just hope for the best with my final exams. But basically, overall, this was not a bad semester. So that's basically my courses. Most of my lectures were fine. I don't complain. Nobody never really stand out to me like that. All of them they just come and I teach and I do them thing. I never have an issue with nobody or anything of that nature. Them just come and teach and me just go to learn, and that's basically that. Alright, so what I'm going to talk about next as it relates to this semester is the dorm. Listen, I never feel like I not even want to say much about the dorm business, but basically, what would I say about it? I'm glad the semester done. Let's just say that. I'm just glad the semester done. Obviously, we did have one room which was great, and obviously, but as I said before, sometimes I didn't want to get into it, but I'm just glad the semester done. I don't have no words to say about the dorm situation or anything like that. But that's in the past, so we're going to move on. As it relates to extracurriculars, so now basically, if you know, last academic year I was the president of a club, right? I was the president of a club, which is shocking, because me would never think me would have come to university and end up being a president for no club. But anyways, the position did drop in on my lap. I did just take it up. Now this year, the role I would have technically, or basically the position that I had was immediate past president. That was the position. And I'm not telling no lie, I never did much. I did not do much. That was not my priority. Most of my time, most of my effort was really focused on my schoolwork, my labs, my assignments, I run up and down, I stress out, a lot of things, right? So that was where my energy and my time went. Because listen, if you haven't seen my video on one of the testimonies that I gave about what me say, I can't believe what God did with me for that day, but basically I put it down below. But basically last semester was the highest GPA I ever see at UE, which is shocking, very shocking. And so this semester I expect a little something pant for what we did get last time. So that's it. We not aim for a big, oh my god, a 4.0, but come on. Me put in the work and me giving the work, so I just want the grades to reflect that. That's all I want. right? Because I've been trying and trying and trying and trying, and we just really try second down. We just really focus on what matters. All of my coursework grades were great. We never have to sit no supplementary exams for the coursework, and so for the final exams, being that we want to do 5 courses this semester, we just want it to also reflect. So listen, we did spend the semester do something, because we don't know if you know how it feels when the semester ends and you see your grades them, and you have to really twirl your brain and I say I could never me put in so much effort from 4 months now, and you tell me say the grade I could tell me say this. It make you look like you in the entire semester. And the thing about my faculty versus other people's faculty, like for example, me used to take psychology courses. Usually, you know, you do your look assignments, them like me not in I never get most of my psychology courses them I usually like a A minus or you know something like that, but me never get me never get a B, me never get pass. I usually B plus A minus in my psychology courses them, right? And now it's like compared to how the grading system go at over like social sciences and psychology and stuff like that, that is not how my faculty works. My faculty being the Faculty of Science and Technology, everything is just so technical, like them go down to the nitty gritty. When me in a psychology, we can walk into a psychology course and then I pay attention half of the semester and still pass it. Because a pass is a pass at the end of the day. And sometimes you can even walk into a psychology course and walk out with an A and you never do nothing for a semester and start. But the thing about the Faculty of Science and Technology, you cannot walk in at the exam if you need to pay attention from semester start. It's like it's either you know or you don't know. There's no guessing or going around it. It's just facts. It's either you know what you do or you don't know what you do. And that's one thing that sometimes I actually envy about the other faculties them. Sometimes you can go into the exam and come and say, well, get the answer. When you go into them science exam or them biology course here, it's either you know it or you don't know it. So it's either you know it or you don't know it. And one thing to note is that for my final exams, majority of my biology courses are all free response. Free response. It's not like before where they give you, because usually psychology courses come with a multiple choice component, right? From what I've done, usually them come with a multiple choice component, because even when I do this course called cognitive psychology, them they'd say, oh, multiple choice helps with reinforcement, or you know, you're more recognize the answer in an MCQ than if you get a free response paper. According to them, you learn more with MCQ. That is what the psychologists say. But with my Faculty of Science and Technology, they might give you the work, they might give you the questions and a blank page and say right. Them not give no MCQ or anything like that, right? So but what I have seen them do this year is actually start to give you options. Because I'm not thinking of the courses them before I really get enough options. When I think the option was there, you basically get the paper, and if there's 3 questions, multiple parts on it, you have to answer everything. This year, all of my biology courses them you get an option. So you have one section that completely mandatory, and then you have a next section where you get to pick. You might get 3 questions and then say pick one, right? So me like that, like, because the truth is that not everyone is going to be strong in the same area, not everyone is going to know the same thing. So I'm kind of glad that them give that option in at least one of the sections them. So basically that's the difference with my faculty and other faculties. Them give MCQ. My faculty don't love give MCQ because according to them you're not learning. Right? So when them get a blank paper, you just have to write and explain the processes, and you have to remember the names, and you have to get technical, completely freehand. There's no MCQ, because literally when we do my exams there's literally a lot of things that I didn't know, because there's one particular word that was basically in one of the zoology courses and it was like a diagram. Some diagrams you have to draw on the yes, and some courses you have to be drawing in the exam and a label and do all them something there. So I draw it, but guess what? I couldn't remember how the word spell. Like if I see the word, I can tell you say that the word be, but me just in that moment I couldn't remember how the word spell. And it's when I come back and look at the lecture slide, I realize I spelled the word wrong, because in my brain at the time, I search and I cannot find the spelling for the word, right? But if I see the word on paper right now, I can literally tell you, say, I eat this, right? So that's the only thing that I feel like there's a disadvantage to, is that in some situations, you know, you might know this stuff, but you just need to see it again, and you will like, oh, I know see this is the answer, right? versus when you get free response, you have to be thinking completely in your brain, and sometimes your brain not pull up the right thing, or sometimes it pull up very close to it but you make a mistake. Versus if you did have like a MCQ, you could see the answer right away and say, oh, I know this is definitely the answer, right? But basically overall it was a good semester. But just I kind of look forward to seeing the grades at the end of the month, and just hoping that the GPA is very decent, and hope that I did well. That's all I'm hoping I pray for, and then just get ready for next semester, and you know, just get ready for basically me just getting ready for the next academic year. Overall, this academic year was a good one. I feel like I did well. I feel like I did better than the previous years, and that's all that matters. That's all I want. I might not have been as involved as the previous years, but it's fine as long as me focus on the schoolwork, because at the end of the day, graduation is the goal. It's not to turn a UE for 100 years. That's not the goal. We try to get out as soon as possible, right? So it's all about getting the grades, passing the courses, getting the degree, and then leaving. That's basically what it's about. Anyways, this is just my quick semester review. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and comment them down below.